place on the prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The toss to the right. At the 35, he's open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Quarterback gets the first down. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass, it's Penny. And he intercepts it. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Penny. Got his man quickly.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. Turns it on at midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looks as if he's going to run it. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 14, Auburn 0. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking for a man. It's Penny.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Comes the Sooner offense back onto the field.
How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 24 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
On first down, here comes this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters, But one thing they always have, offensive success.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now on the move. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Penny. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Auburn doing business in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And 1st down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half.
42, Spider. 4, check.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the Sooners are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Okay, ready?
Ready to fire from the pistol.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And more yards after contact. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Back to pass, it's Penny. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do
Gain of 29.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Spits it out to the back. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down? They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Well, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
On the double.
2nd and goal for this offense.
Come on, set. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb, he'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got room at the 35. Quarterback gets enough. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
And there's just an example of over-pursuit by the defense. I think they were expecting the pitchman to get the football. They got way too wide. Give the quarterback credit. He read the defense appropriately, put his foot in the ground, got north, and he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Ohio State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
He hurls one deep down the left side, and they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 45, Auburn 14.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Got it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Black 24.
The option look. He'll toss it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender, getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On the ready.
2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Acorn.
He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Terrier, Terrier. Tuna. Pilot.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They're going to throw it again. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Looking for space, it's Higgins. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.